this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I am going to show you how to crochet this lovely stitch. I know you're going to say, oh, it's variegated, we can't see anything, but I will show you how to crochet with a solid yarn. I just started this. It's going to be a bathroom rug, and I just loved it, so I had to share it with you. The thing is, when you crochet with this stitch, it goes nice and even, like there's no bumps as most of the stitches has with the crochet using this yarn, this particular yarn, and then there's no holes. So that's why and the two sides are same. You can make a baby blanket, you can make bags out of the stitch, anything you want, and it is super easy. Okay, so my yarn arrived. The yarn that I bought from Michael's. Remember I was telling you on my yarn haul. So as soon as it arrived, I said, oh, this yarn would be perfect for my bathroom that I have. The boys are using them, that bathroom. And my husband, he loves bleach. So he bleached my gorgeous bathroom rug that I bought from Turkey. Well, and I don't like the look of it. So anyways, I thought to myself, let me make something nice and soft, and I can sew a grip underneath so it won't slide when they're coming out of the bath, the shower. Okay, so this is the yarn. It was buy two get one free, and I bought this. It took actually 5 business days to come with the Saturday and Sunday, so it took about 7, not 10, and it came a day early, so I was kind of happy to have it, but I did not open for 3 days. I did not touch the bags for 3 days. I put it aside until the 3 days passed, and then I touched it. You never know what's inside, right? Until, yeah, so that was a thing I had to do. Okay, so this is the yarn, and the yarn that I am crocheting with, but it looks gorgeous. Okay, so I said to myself, I have to show this to my lovely subscribers, my followers, so they can use this stitch. And it has no holes on it. You know, when you usually crochet a blanket or Afghan, it has these holes, and your fingers are always, your toes are always between. So okay, I grabbed this yarn in my stash. It's from Ice Yarn. It's Peru alpaca, and it's bulky yarn. So I'm just going to use a bigger crochet hook to chain. So on this one I did about 30 inches wide, and I chained about 65. You have to chain multiple of 2, but the one chain is extra just in case. And that's how I started. So let me just put this aside. But it is a gorgeous stitch, and it's super easy. I know it looks like you can't see anything. You can see the single crochets, but you can't see anything else. Just to give you a closer look. Just love it. And it's nice and soft. Okay, so I'm going to chain total of 11 chains, but I'm not going to count this beginning, so I'm going to tighten this, and then I'm going to chain one as loose as I can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now I'm going to go to my, this was a 9 crochet hook, so I'm going to go to my 8. This is an 8 crochet hook. Oh, it's a 6.5. I thought I had an 8. Well, I don't have an 8, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, so I'm crocheting with a 6.5 then. I thought this was 8. Anyways, it's 6.5. That's okay. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is if you turn your back on the chains that you chain, so we're going to start. So we're not going to do anything on this one, so we're going to just jump here and then do a single crochet. This way it gives that nice texture, and I'll show you in a minute. Let me just crochet a couple of. When you crochet, you will notice this part and this part will be the same. So it gives you that nice texture on if you're crocheting a rug, a baby blanket. It gives you that nice texture, and then this method that I'm showing you, crocheting, chaining with a bigger crochet hook and then continuing with a smaller, it does not tighten like when you do the chain. It loosens, so it's fantastic to work with. Here we go. So this is all we do. Single crochets. This is the first row. And the second row, is going to be the repeat. That was kind of loose, but that's okay. So I'm going to chain one, turn my work. Okay, now what we see here, we're going to skip this one, and then you're just going to come here in between just like this, and then loosely you're going to make a single crochet. And again, on that same spot, you're going to make another single crochet. Okay, and this creates, and then when you turn your back, you will see that in the middle of the single crochet, you made 2 single crochets, but make them as loose as you can. And then what you do is you skip this one, and then you go to the second one. This is how you start your foundation. And then you continue crocheting like this all the way until you finish your yarn, or you finish the length that you want. Crochet as loose as you can. Again, jump this one, and on the second here, you make another single crochet as loose as you can. Try to pull it like this, and then pull this one again, just like this. And it gives you these 2 single crochets at the beginning. And then again, you skip this one, and then we go to the middle here, right here in the middle of that V that you see. And when you turn your back, you will see that it goes straight to the single crochet on the front. And then you make your single crochet as loose as you can, and again pull it, and then make your second one. So we always make 2, 2, 2. Okay, just like this. Okay, so we're at the end, right at the end here, just like this. Okay, I do apologize. I did not go back and count. So you have to chain multiple of 2, I said, and we did the 1 extra. So this 1 extra wasn't supposed to be crocheted here. So so when you count it, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10. Okay, so just wanted to, I came back just to be on the safe side. So what we do is we skip this one, and then we crochet on this one. So when you look at it, actually you're skipping 2 when you look at it. So just to be cautious when you're starting your foundation, you do want to be careful. That's why I wanted to come back and show. Okay, and I just jump and I skip this one, and I continue crocheting. So I skip one, and I do single crochets as loose as I can, just like this. Pull as loose as you can so it won't stretch. And then you create this lovely, I don't know what you call it, custards or whichever you like. And then you make your single crochets just like this. And then you only have 1 left here. You need to have 1 left. Okay, so at this end we need to make 2 again. So to do that, can you see this loosely chain here that we did 1 chain? So we're going to go between, just grab it like this, but we're not going to pull it. We're going to hold it. Now again, we're going to grab it, but this time we're going to go in between to pull, to create the 3 loops here. And then we're going to pull it. And then we're going to chain 1. I know, isn't this, I love it. I don't know, I just love it. Okay, now we're going to work on the wrong side of this work. Well, there's no wrong or right, but yeah, to create, and this is how it looks like. So what we're going to see is we're going to jump where these V's are. Can you see them? That's where we're going to do our 2 single crochets. We're jumping the first one if you want to think it that way, but I just see my V's. So what I do is did I chain 1? Yes, I did. And I turn my work, and I just grab, just go between, and then pull, and then make my single crochet loosely. Just like this, and then make my second one. When you turn your work, you will see that you're in that middle of that single crochet. So it's just as this is just a repeat. Oh, there's hair in the wool. Look, because my hair is not that long. And then I just go continue, and then I skip one and I go to, but I look at these legs, right? That's what I need. So I go and I make my single crochet, and again I go back and I make my single crochet all the way to the end. I skip one and I go to make my single crochet as loose as I can. If you have baby soft yarn, this would be perfect. Oh, there's so wool in it. Look, there's hair in the wool. Guess the ladies did not put the protectors on their hair when they were spinning these yarn, the machines. And I just go between and I continue just like this. Okay, now we finished, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come and grab one here, and then we're going to come where we did the chain one. So from now on, this is how we're going to finish the end of the row, and this is how it looks like. So we chain one, and we continue doing what we did. I automatically see these V's, so that's where I'm going to go and jump and do my single crochet. So this is all to it. I had to share this, so simple, and yet it's sophisticated. I just fell in love with this stitch, and I had to share it. You can make baby blanket, you can make Afghans, you can make bags if you want to crochet bags. You have cotton yarn, and then it would be perfect. You just jump where the V's are, and you just skip one, just to be careful, and make it as loose as you can. And always make 2 single crochets, and automatically you skip this one, and then you come here. And it looks like stars too if you look at it. I don't know. And then again you grab it from here, and then you grab where the chain is, just like this. Chain one, and then continue. And this is how it looks like. It gives you that nice straight edge. I don't know, I just fell in love with it. Let me show you with my this one that I'm working on. Today I well, not today, which day was it? I opened the bag and said, you know, the yarn has to talk to you when you're creating something, right? So I automatically try to find those V's. I found one here, but I'm having a hard time. I think this is the one. So I just go in between. The yarn has to talk to you when you're trying to create something, and the pattern has to talk to you. So the stitch, the pattern, what you're trying to plan to make has to talk to you, and then you go, oh, this is what I will make. Actually, I bought these yarn for the homeless, but I thought, oh, this would be perfect for a rug for the bathroom. So it has to talk to you. I can always buy yarn for the homeless, but yeah, and I was always thinking I want to make a rug for that boys' bathroom. And again, I jump one, and I jump here where the V is, and then you make 2 single crochets, just like this. I will continue crocheting. I will come back to show you. And this is how it looks like on the plain. Even this color with this yarn, I think it looks fantastic. You can't see anything when you hold it. Like, you can't see any light between, and your finger won't go in between. Your toes won't go in between. It's nice to work with. So I will come back and show you. I need to crochet a little bit more, and I will show you how it looks like. I just started, and I just had it to share how it's done with you guys. I did about 4 more rows. I just want to say that this stitch is so fun to work with. So let's pretend you finished your what you're crocheting, a baby blanket or a rug, anything that you are working on. What you do is, I did my last 2 single crochets. You know, we come to the end here. I know it's hard to see, but at the end we grab these 2 V's, remember? We go one, and then we come and we grab the one chain that we did. That's the chain. I know it's hard to see, but it's here. Oh boy, it's here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So I pull that. First I have to do this, and then I pull the chain and I do my second. Just did I do it twice? I forgot, because I'm doing the tutorial, right? Yeah, let me just go back and check. Yeah, I did it wrong. I am so sorry. I've been doing it all the way, but when I started to show you guys. Okay, so I don't pull it, and I grab that one chain here, and I grab the 2 loops, because we need to give that same effect. And I turn my, and then I can chain, and I can just cut my yarn, and after that try to cut it as long as you can and weave it, so when you're washing it, it will not rip it itself or frog it itself. And as you can see, this you can see the chain looks, and on the other side you can see the same chain looks as we start. I know it's hard to see, but that's how it gives that effect. And when you put it down, it's perfect. Like, it does not change any shape. So forth, just to show you, see how it looks. And on this end, it gives that nice edge. So this would be perfect to work with. So I hope you like this tutorial. I just had to share it with you guys. And everyone's at home. I know it's a very difficult time of our lives. Like, I'm 51 and I have never ever lived or heard about this this kind of a problem that we are inside, trying to stay safe. So stay home, stay safe, and be cautious. I know the numbers are growing, and it is scary, but try to be safe and use this stitch. I'm sure everyone's working just to keep themselves occupied, so they won't, you won't remember anything. But I know it's hard as soon as I would turn on my laptop, because I don't have channel. Oh, I hate hearing bad news. So anyways, it goes on forever for this problem going on. Stay home, stay safe, and use the stitch to work on your project. If you have any yarn like this, I'm sure it will look nice. And I just love how the texture looks. So I hope you like this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends. I am going to be starting the Oilers Afghan after this. I know that's going to take me forever to finish, but I'm going to do it and show it to you how it's done. It's a new stitch. I think I made it up while I was finishing the blue blanket stitch blanket that I did. It's when I was working on it, this stitch came up. So it's a brand new stitch to me, and I don't know if it's out there. I looked, no one wrote a pattern, so I don't think I would be in trouble. Okay, so yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe again, and happy crocheting, and have a great day. Stay home, stay safe, take care.